Hi all, welcome back to my channel, An Aging Hippie. Today I'm going to go back to 1984, which was a big year for me and my family, but also there was some very good music out. The particular person I'm going to talk to and play you today is not somebody who I've been a big fan of. I don't dislike their music, I just can leave it or take it. But there's no denying he has had a big influence in the music industry. He has a massive following and has sold a hell of a lot of records. And that is Bruce Springsteen, otherwise known as the Boss. Dancing in the Dark is a song written, performed by him, and it was released from the album Born in the USA. If you haven't heard that, I don't know what rock you've been living under. It was released in 1984, as I say, and it became his biggest hit, with the album going on to become his best-selling album of his career. He's a rock singer, songwriter and guitarist. As I said, nicknamed the Boss. And since 1972, he's recorded and performed mostly with his backing group, the E Street Band. The song's called Dancing in the Dark. Now, if you like the video, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment. Let me know what you think was Bruce Springsteen's best song. Let me know what you'd like me to play. Some people are already doing that, and they're all on the to-do list. Right, going back to 1984 and my personal life. Now, I woke one morning and it just came into my head that I needed to change things. If our marriage uh, and I was going to survive, especially after all the trauma and the hurt of the fault of the previous 2 years. You may remember me telling you that we lost a daughter. Olive also suffered a miscarriage, and it was a bad time because I had no work. Many of us didn't. That same evening, I found myself walking the streets of Brighton. For those who do not live in the UK, it's some 180 odd miles away from Derby, our hometown. I just decided to leave and go and find work. I stuck my thumb out and I said before, if the lorry that picked me up had gone to Scotland, we'd have ended up in Scotland, but it took me to Brighton. That evening I found myself walking the streets in Brighton, alone, and looking for somewhere to sleep and then hopefully to find work. Now, I was extremely lucky. I ran into somebody who was in a similar situation to myself. And he took me to see his landlord. He was living in a boarding house. And I got a bed for the night in the boarding house. And the next morning, this young man, I can't remember his name, but this young man took me to Social Security and showed me the ropes. And within a few days, or 3 weeks actually, I found myself and my family, Olive and the 3 girls who'd come down on the bus. We moved into a bed and breakfast. We had a basement room, all 5 of us sleeping in the same room. no cooking facilities or washing facilities. We had to share a bathroom, and we had our breakfast. But what we did was we went and bought a microwave and a kettle, and we used those to cook. We managed to survive. Now, we stayed there for about 18 months. So started our Brighton adventure. Now, there was one major thing happened in the UK in 1984 as well. And funnily enough, it occurred in Brighton. And it was just before I moved down. And the Grand Hotel, where most of the government, cabinet of government, was staying for their annual conference, was attacked by the IRA and half destroyed by a big bomb. There were people killed and maimed and injured. But luckily, the government and our Prime Minister of the time, Margaret Thatcher, survived. Okay, so, like I say, Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark. I hope you enjoy.
I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving round the place. I check my look in the mirror. Wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face, and I ain't getting nowhere. I just live in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere. Baby, I just know it is. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. You sit around getting older. There's a joke, here's some wine, it's on me. I shake this world off my shoulders. Come on, baby, the laughs on me. Stay on the streets of this town, and they'll be carving you up alright. You say you gotta stay hungry. Hey, baby, I'm just about starting tonight. I'm dying for some action. I'm sick of sitting around here trying to write this book. I need a love reaction. Come on now, baby, give me just one look. We can't start a fire, sitting around crying over a broken heart. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. We can't start a fire, worried about your little world falling apart. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. 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 Hey,
What do you think? And please, somebody, I don't know why they called him the boss, but if you do, if you're a big fan and you understand the story behind it, please let me know in the comments. Also, do you think I did the right thing? When everything looked bad, when I didn't know whether I was going to survive, or our marriage was going to survive, and we couldn't get any lower, I took myself off and found a new life for us. I'm sure not everybody could have done that. Looking back at it, you've got two ways you can go. You can either do something about your situation, or you can just give way to your situation and just roll with it until something gives. I wasn't prepared to do that. So let me know what you think. Right. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and welcome. Come along with us on this journey. I love you all, and I'll see you again tomorrow. You take care now. Bye-bye.